What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome back to On the Warpath. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications. And as always, like, comment, share this video out because you know what we do here, family. We talk about the Washington Commanders. And today, the NFL trade deadline, it has passed. It is 4:04 Eastern time. I almost teared it up to the right number of 4:05. And Washington has made some massive moves today within the last 3 hours. As they send Montez Sweat and Chase Young other ways to accrue some picks. Montez Sweat goes to Chicago for a second-round pick, and then Chase Young goes to San Francisco, a team that we will see on Christmas Eve around that time. And wow, what in this should tell you that Josh Harris and them aren't playing around. People who wanted Ron Rivera fired, they made their first moves. They have made their first moves. This is a group that they are all about playing chess, not checkers, and they move two key pieces on this defense. And, you know, Montez Sweat, key player, Chase Young coming back from injury. And I get it. People are hurt. People are butt sore about this, but it is what it is. It's a business, y'all. It's a business. That's what's going to happen. I guess that's why Chase Young's daddy was able to go on there and talk about this last night on Grant and Danny. Oh, well. Montez Sweat, that sucks. It is what it is. And they move on from both of them. I don't think this was a Ron Rivera thing. I think this was a Josh. I think this came up from the top. And it kind of goes to the fact that Ron is living on borrowed time here in Washington because, you know, I would think he's somebody that thinks they're so close to probably meddling and peddling. You go ahead and get it. I guess G's upset about it. Sorry about that, G. Let's see what's Steve. I'm fine with both trades. Thought we got fair compensation. Yeah, I would like to see. I would have liked to get a little bit more from Chase Young, but it's still a day 2 pick, and that's what I kind of said. If they were going to trade for the situation, they were going to trade these cats. I would want to see a day 2 pick at the very least, and that's what they got out of it. Yeah, gee, malpractice, Dookie, straight Dookie. We value them more than other teams did. Yeah, I mean that, and that's what fans will do. That is kind of what we'll do. And then you do have that to that fair point, Gunner. You do have that thing in the back of your head. You know, I talked to my mom about this earlier when she called me about. She said they're gonna go and tear us up. They're gonna tear us up. I said, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. But guess what? There's gonna be a lot of teams that are probably going to tear us up this year, or that have already teared us up. One of those teams being the Chicago Bears. They whooped us, and we had both of them. Now we move on from it. And then I think it's also an accountability thing, too. It's like, hey, you know, just because you get paid the most, just because you get paid the highest, don't mean you're going to be here. Now, I thought one of them would stay. I thought Chase would stay. I thought Montez would go. Yeah, right. Bradley says a new GM is on the way with lots of picks and plenty of cap space to work with. Sounds like a great start for us. Certified Yam Inspector says, I might as well go ahead and fire Ron right now. No point in waiting. Says R.O. Nicole ass cheeks, bro. I want to trade Ron Rivera for a $2 whore with clap. You probably could get that right now, G. Let's see here. Team consistently going for it on 4th down shows you what other teams thought of him. And I mean, to be honest with you, that's like Chase Young, man. He was going up. He had his best game against the New York Giants. Justin Pugh. I'm not criticizing the dude for him. He ate when he was supposed to eat, but he did disappear. There were some times that he disappeared in live action. We could see him. It's just like, he didn't know if like the Buffalo game, sometime in Philadelphia. It's kind of like these guys knew that the writing was on the wall. Let's see here. Fire Cell. 31st with both DB. Now, they're great against the run. Couldn't get to the quarterback. Time to move on, man. Sure. And the film showed the truth. That's right. And what's up? Lack of effort. Appreciate you, Alex, for the $10 super chat. Donna Rossini said that the owners had a big hand in trading them, but the coaches, Rivera, wanted to keep them, but the owner said it's time to look to the future. Yes, that's what I saw too. And I love that. I love the fact that we not sitting in the past. We're not sitting on waiting to pay these guys who may command. Like, it's kind of like they used to have these sayings, right? Like a 10 in the city, like a 10 in the country is probably a 3 in the city. This is what that kind of is. Like sometimes our 10s in Washington are more like 4s and 5s in the grand scheme of things. That's the same thing like we got with San Francisco. We valued Chase so much as a fan base, and we waiting for him to turn the corner. He got hurt. I get that. I understand that. But at some point, you can't just wait for this guy to. And I know he's 25. I know he's 24. They wrote that on the wall from the jump when they did not want to give him that 5th-year option to avoid all of this. What do you say here? But I appreciate that. G says, I see a lot of substance abuse in my NFL watching future. I thought you already had that, though, G. I thought you already had that. Should have traded Jonathan Allen. They can't get the company man away, even though he was dressed up for Halloween 2 weeks early. Brad says, not here to gloat, but I'm hoping Chase Young helps the Niners. Would like to see rookie season predator, outside perspective. These are the right moves for y'all in the future. Yeah, no doubt about it. Gotta go. There you go, Paulie. Gotta go. That was the comment. I can't think of Robin's last name, but hey, gotta go. Baby's kids, right? Yeah, gotta go. Bears, Giants, and Eagles were unexplainable in various fashions, right? Frost, did you get your gift card too, by the way? I emailed you that today, so make sure you double check that. Josh Harris made 3 trades today. He ain't playing. What's the 3rd trade, Abel? Now it's let me see. What's the 3rd trade? Don't know what the 3rd trade is. Saw 2 trades. Yeah. Oh, saw 2. Robin Harris. There you go. Couldn't think about it. Yeah. There were 2 trades, but what's up, Art? What's up, Trey? And y'all know I'm not gonna sit here and bloviate too much on it. I gave y'all my thoughts. Now I want to hear y'all's thoughts. We open up the On the Warpath caller line, and I got it already open. There's the call line right there. If you want to call in, if you get in there, area code 661 Warpath. 661 Warpath. Y'all call it. I got it open today, so you won't go to the voicemail. So y'all double check it, and y'all can call in, and we'll get y'all in and get your thoughts. James Harden. Dave says, great trade. Let's see. They underachieved as a group, so we didn't lose anything. At least we got a good pick for Sweat. Brad says Harden. So let me play devil's advocate for a second. Say this is wrong. Let's say this is wrong. This ain't the right move. Say that it's bad for us. And you could have gave a new coach. You could have gave these cats a new lease on life. You could have franchised one of them. See if they proved themselves, proved the metal. Like, let's be honest. These guys they have the potential. And what John Allen says, potential is word you use for somebody who hasn't done anything. They have the potential to be elite. They have been average, slightly above average at best over their time. And I would give Montez the tip of the hat over to Chase. And granted, that's because Chase has been injured. I didn't want to see Chase gone. I think I was clear about that. I wanted to see what he could do. Local guy, which Montez I like too. I didn't want to see him gone. But I know at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's a business. It is a business. Let's see here. Bradley says it was only 2. Yeah, NBA don't care. He's talking about the city. Oh, gotcha. Let's see. King Hendricks said it's not like we haven't balled out without them before. This means JDR has to get creative. Good luck to that, King Hendricks. Good luck to that. Let's see here. Yes, sir. Got it, Sanchez. Thank you. Hey, no, thank you for signing up on there. Let's see. Hopefully our GM will come from the Eagles or the Chiefs. And then all they kept talking about every year was our defensive line and the first round picks. They weren't good enough. Plain and simple. That's right. They could not bust grapes in Welch's backyard. I mean, that's key right there. Chase about to get back. I hope he does get busy out there in San Francisco. You know what? He should come, like, Chase literally should come to Washington in late December and have 4 sacks against us. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Because the offensive line and who you can match him up against, if Steve Wilkes has half a brain, he will match him up key and point. And granted, Steve Wilkes was under Ron Rivera too. So we'll see. And then granted, these guys are still, they're under their Washington contract still. So it doesn't mean that they might not even get re-signed by these guys. It's highly unlikely. I would think they'd want to re-sign them. It's just like what we did with Clinton Dix, right? We didn't re-sign him after the end of the trade. Like the 49ers one makes sense to me. The Chicago one didn't really make sense. Like, Chicago, do you think you're going I guess because maybe you think you got a shot at the division after Minnesota's went down 2-6? So, right now Washington holds, like, if the season ended today, that second round pick would be like the 35th pick. And I think there was another thing that says we'll have 5 picks in the top 60 or something like that. And that's never occurred for Washington in the common era of the draft. It took us that long. How long has the draft been going on? It took us that long to reach this point. Let's see here. I guess Eugene Shin has gotten together with his analytics. Thank God we're getting rid of players who haven't actually led to wins. Yes, we're operating like a real team and not overpaying for players. Now you gotta be easy with that heavy Chevy. You know who else didn't overpay for players? Bruce Allen. I mean, you gotta give him fair market value, but also you had to overpay because of who was in your ownership box too. If Chase Young goes to the Niners and becomes an elite pass rusher, then it's going to reflect on the organization and how they develop play. You know what? It's not on the organization. It's on Ron and them, how they develop players. And Ron and them ain't going to be here after that. So really, you wash your hands of that after this year. I get it. I understand. If there's somebody that you're taking over from end to end, yes. But Ron and them, they're not going to be here. It's going to be reflective on them. Had all this bullcrap that Ron was talking about being vindicated. How can he be vindicated when he got rid of his very first round pick? Tell me that. That's a reflection on him. Not a reflection on whoever comes in here next after following him, the head coach and whatever GM we bring in here. Ain't on him. It ain't on them. I get what you're saying, but let's see here. Now, one of them had over 10 sacks. They were solid players, but Washington will be all right. Yeah. Yeah, they won them. They didn't have over 10 sacks. You're right. Montez been here 5 years. Chase been here 4. They have been average to slightly above average on good days, on very good days. And Chase hadn't had those. Those have been few and far in between. He been in the league for 4.5 years, and we talking about what else? Facts. Yep. Boom. Wooks ain't the DC, ain't DCing like he has half a brain right now, though. Hey, there we go. Find it. That's good, Brad. That's good. Yeah, and like Paulie said, this is all for 24's GM, new coach, new DC, go into a new relationship without old baggage. That's right. And that's kind of like what I alluded to yesterday on the Monday After Pill. It was the fact that we've got a situation, you got some damaged goods in these spots that you might have to get rid of some of these cats. Because even though Danny Boy is gone, you still have cats in the room that have been brought up in thinking that this is the only way they know how an organization is ran, or how they are treated as players, or how they are coached as players, is that. And you can be damaged from it. It's like being in an abusive relationship for so long, and then you finally walk away from that abusive relationship, and then you bring in somebody who's good for you, who's good to you, but you feel like, you know what, that's not enough, because you're used to being abused emotionally and mentally. So that's human nature 101. Maybe that was the situation with these guys. They felt like they were the cream of the crops. Like, we celebrate, we hold, like my generation, some of the best players that we've had here: Santana Moss, London Fletcher, Chris Cooley, that I think are good because of who they were here. That's what I think is good. Now, they might be, they're hella players. But then we got, let's see who this is. Burgundy Fly Guy. What's up, Burgundy Fly Guy? Give me a second here, bro, and I'll get you on. Let's see. Okay, share my screen here. And boom. Share. And let's get the number out of here. And all right, brother. What's up, man? How you been? I can't complain, man. How are you feeling? What do you think about these trades out here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish we had a guy like that here. Yeah, right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it's kind of like what I said too, unfortunately. you have to kind of, when you're gonna remove the Band-Aid, right? And is this gonna be where you finally see, and maybe Josh Harrison and them have saw this? It's like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. Let's get these guys. If these guys think that they can go, did we lose them? I think we lost them. Okay, okay. Oh, I got another call. I got another call here. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna I will hold that one. Okay, call back here in a second, whoever that is. But I think that the Band-Aid had to be ripped off eventually. Like, we're not gonna like it. We don't like how it feels, but at the end of the day, that bruise is gonna heal up and that new skin is gonna come in, and you're gonna be like, hey, I didn't know I had got cut up after this, and you're gonna look stronger for this. I Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, and I appreciate you calling in here, brother. One of the original I appreciate you. One of the original goats out here before anybody was out here really doing the YouTube stuff for the Redskins. Burgundy Fire Guy was one of the original goats, y'all. So it's a pleasure, my brother, to talk to you on here. All right, you too, man. Bye-bye. Okay, they could not hear Burgundy Fly Guy, so let me stop sharing that screen real quick. And whoever else you got, whoever that last caller was, go ahead and call me back. Y'all couldn't hear him. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they couldn't hear. Dang, nabbit. So let's see here. Let me share the screen again. Audio. And then boom. Okay. All right. That's going to be better. I think y'all will be able to hear him now, if that's the case. The number to call All Hail Chevy right here at the bottom, 661-927-7284. So y'all go ahead and call. Okay. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for letting me know that. I'm so sorry. I tried to click onto the comments and I couldn't do that. So go ahead and try to call me. And we'll get it squared away here. I think I got it right this time now. So yeah. Sorry about that. Let's see here. We got the call. Pick up.
Call from
Sky Country LLC.
There we
to
go.
accept, press 1.
What's up? You're on the Warpath. What's up? Who we got here?
Corey, what's going on, man?
What's up?
All Hail Chevy.
All Hail Chevy. What's up, bro? Can y'all hear
What's going on, man? Been following you for a couple years now, bro.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, so I'm looking at these moves, man, and the question has to be at this point, like, we have to blow the whole thing up now.
Mm-hmm.
Like even and I brought up McLaurin in the chat because if you look at Terry McLaurin and then you look at the other top tier receivers, I still don't think he's on that level, even with the Stephon Diggs or even the AJ Brown at this point.
Okay.
You look at AJ Brown, they throwing up lob passes and he catching everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never seen a true game where Terry McLaurin has been dominant to take over a game by himself, ever.
Okay, I hear you. So, and let me ask you this: then, since he wasn't homegrown talent, right? Who is that guy that, like an AJ Brown, right? Who is that guy that you would go out and trade some capital for to bring to Washington?
Hey, look, so Devontae Adams, that's a big body that we could use. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying we would trade Devontae Adams for Terry McLaurin, but hey, use a pick, get him in here. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We need a top flight guy that's like gonna dominate a game and have a Hall of Fame kind of game like AJ Brown just had on us 2 times this season already. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think there's never been a question with Terry McLaurin being an MVP candidate for an NFL season or any player on our roster for that instance that we've had in years.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's all I got, man.
Okay.
Hey, keep doing what you're doing. But getting rid of Chase Young and Montez Sweat is a move that we haven't seen as Washington fans, I don't think ever, because we're willing to pay for players that haven't really been proven at all.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, I appreciate your honesty and keeping it real in the chat, man. You kind of hold us down, so I appreciate you. All right.
Hey, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm going to have to link up with you when I come back up there, man.
Yes,
sir. I'm from Virginia, so you know how we do.
Hey, just let me know.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Who we got here?
Call from
Derek, a.k.a. Hawk TV.
Okay, we got Hawk up in the house. Harlem Shake Hawk up in the house. How you feeling, brother?
Harlem Shake Hawk is out here shaking just like these daggone Commanders are shaking up the room, man. They're shaking up. They shaking up the whole roster, baby. First and foremost, man, Corey, man, and look, man, if I haven't told you this, man, I love you, man. Appreciate what you're doing, man. All of my Washington Commander content creators, man, Protect, man, all of you guys, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Everybody.
Y'all make it happen.
Hey, look at here. It's sad when the content creators are more successful at what they do than the daggone football team that we cover, man. That we all root for, man. It's sad.
You crazy.
It's sad.
You crazy, bro.
It's sad. It's sad. And Corey, I'll be honest. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because you know what I'm saying. Because I've said this. Us squandering this talent, it was going to come because that 5-year plan, man. Look, it's okay to have a 5-year plan, right? But you have to. But your record has to trend upward in a positive direction. You can win 7 games one year, but then you got to give me at least 9 the next year.
Yeah.
10 or 11 the following year after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot, consistently stay in a perpetual cycle of just 7 wins.
Yeah.
And think that that's going to be good enough to save your job.
No.
On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Shaky press conferences when, you giving the people little nuggets to, to just analyze your comments and question you. You didn't know that, you could potentially miss the playoffs one game.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. That was a joke, Hawk. You know that. That was a joke.
Nah,
that was a joke, Hawk. Man. Hawk, that's a joke. Ron knew. He knew. Ron knows everything, man. He probably he knew. He was just he was just making a New Year's Day joke. He was drunk that night.
Oh my God, New Year's Day joke.
Yeah, he had too many Coronas that night before, so he was hungover when he was coaching that day. So he didn't know. So he was just like, "What,
man?" Hey, all I know is, well, you know what? That joke might have cost him his job. Well, or at least it might have been one of the reasons to have cost him his tenure here in Washington. And it's just, I mean, honestly, man. I mean, as a millennial fan, it's like I understand when I have friends or associates that may be Cowboys fans, Eagles fans, etc. Because at the end of the day, they really haven't given people a lot to cheer for.
Right.
They haven't given a reason for people to go and come in and want to spend their money and things like that. And when Paulie and shout out to the Water Boys at the Water Boy Network, Paulie, who coined the phrase Airbnb field.
That's right.
Man, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, man, when Dallas comes to town.
Oh yeah. I'm got all my look. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. I'm a season ticket holder. On my tickets, just like Montez and Chase, they are up for negotiation and cash capital. That's exactly what my ticket is. So if you want to call me, I don't care if you're burgundy and gold or whatever color, because guess what? Sanchez got to have something to some money for this baby coming out. So Hey,
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, and like what makes it even worse is that as I really analyze these moves and like the thought behind them, it's like this. Did the analytics people come in and say, looking at the data, there's no way that we can land a wild card spot? Because in all actuality, we're 3-5. 3-5, granted, division that's done for. But at least you can fight for a daggone wild card spot. And maybe the analytics people just went and told Josh Harris, look, man, just go ahead and sell it because paying Sweat and Young both top dollar. Yeah. And that's it. Oh my gosh. And Corey Bauer told you for days, man. But I'm gonna try to. But I'm gonna try to land this plane. The fact that the hometown kid and Chase Young, you couldn't. Dog, we couldn't find a way. I mean, granted, he may not have been the 10, the 15, the 20 sack leader that I wish he would have been. Right. But the hometown kid, you drafted him at number 2 overall. And the fact that you're trading him now, let me tell you something. Him man, Sweat. Let me tell you something. Ron Rivera, man, it's been nice, man. It's been nice. Yeah, it's been nice.
It ain't been nice.
Yeah, it's been nice.
It ain't been nice, but it's been okay.
Right.
Don't
right.
Yeah. So I hear you, bro. And note to everybody out there in Commanders land, let's not take anybody local anymore. I know that we want Caleb Williams, but let's not take any more local guys. God rest his soul, Dwayne Haskins, Chase Young. I can't do this with any more local guys for a little bit. Like, let me breathe a little bit. Let me breathe.
Man, the way it's looking like we're going to end up trading, not trading. The way it's looking like for us and Corey, don't be shocked if it happens. We might end up drafting baby prime time, man. Shedeur Sanders, man. Baby prime time.
Oh, God, I think he'll go back. I think he'll go back one more year. Because he got to pay for that jewelry that was stolen at UCLA. So he probably come back for another year. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, honestly, it's either Shedeur Sanders and I believe his other son, he might be coming out this year, Shiloh, the safety.
Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't mind having him.
There you go.
I wouldn't mind having him.
He knows it. Hey, he gonna work for everything. That's what we need. I need workers. Yeah. I don't need prima donnas. I need workers.
Exactly, man. But Corey, man, that's all I got, man. I appreciate the time with you.
Appreciate you, Hawk. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, anytime, man. No doubt.
All right, brother. Be good. Yes, indeed. That was Harlem Shake Hawk right there on the line. So, y'all, we still got some time here as we'll probably go to the top of the hour here at 5 o'clock. And don't forget, I will be on let's see here. Show them love. That's what it's all about. Hey, look, Miss Cool. Let me tell you something here. I will never stop loving this team. I live 6.5 hours away. I do have season tickets. I gotta get rid of them, so I can't make it to every game, dude. So I will have to I'm gonna try to make one more game. I might try to make the Giants game. We'll see. And then I got a baby on the way. I can't be bringing my 8. God, how many months is she now? 6, 7 months. Pregnant wife up to FedEx Field. You know how many bathroom stops that is? So, we talked about going to the Dallas game because she's a Dallas fan, but we can't do it this year. So I gotta leave it up. I'm open for it. I am open to negotiations. Let's see here. But I hear you, Mr. Cool. Let's see, folks. The team will not tank. I hope not. Try to win every game. Nothing is guaranteed. I hear you, Silent Scrap. And I tell people this all the time. There's no such thing as tanking with a team that's bad. You're just bad. You don't know how to do right. Tanking to me is like the Dolphins, right? If the Dolphins were to tank, saying, you know what? We just ain't got it. We don't want to anymore. Let's just go ship it. That's what tanking is to me. I don't think you have to. I think you have to actually have some kind of intelligence to tank. This team has not shown me that they have the intelligence to tank. Only 8 more. You right about that, John? Only 8 more. Ron, Eugene. It's like the 12 days of Christmas. The only 8 more games of Ron Eugene left in it. Show them love. Show them life, Corey. Show them what it's all about. I hear you, man. I hear you. I thought we was going to move Brisket. Nah, we're going to keep Brissett here because you never know. Like, I mean, as much as Sam and looked good on Sunday, Frost, that if Sam Howell continues to be a crash test dummy, you will need to get a new driver in there. And that's right. The trade deadline has passed. It's over with. Switch says we have to be honest. The D-line hasn't won us anything. We have to invest in other places. Yes, aka your offensive line, aka your secondary, aka your linebacking room, aka your I would even argue your tight end room. I think those are some of your top places where you need to invest some capital in, especially a draft that you had a lot of good offensive linemen in, and you really didn't do anything. What's the young man that's up there in Pittsburgh? He was a key offensive lineman there. He's a tackle. So, I mean, you got all these cats that you could go out here and sign and build them up and work. You got to have guys that's going to coach them up too. Like, that's the one thing. You have to have a coach in here that's going to coach these kids up. And like, if they don't see things are working, they're not going to continue to ram the square hole into the round peg. They're not going to continue to do that. That is not how you win ball games. We know that. We've seen it before. Like, we know, like, we watch the NFL. We know what good football is. We see it on Sunday night. If a team continues, and let's say the Dallas Cowboys, if a team continues to play on at 4 o'clock and Sunday night football, they've got to be pretty damn good. The Eagles. This is what pisses me off more than anything with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know why I hate the Philadelphia Eagles? Not just because they're a rival. It's because they do everything right. They have done everything right. And people used to hate on Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman, Jeff Lowry, you give him credit. You give Jeff Lurie some credit because people were calling for Howie Roseman's head. And they stuck with him. He got him in a Super Bowl, to which Dale Green was the guy who gave him the trophy, which I still, today, that pisses me off. They do things right. They do things right. Why do I hate the San Francisco one? Not because Kyle Shanahan's a douchebag. They do everything right. It took them a couple years. It took them 3 years to get it right. And they finally got it right. Now, does he still choke? Does he still choke on the Lego pieces when it comes down to being in the clutch? Absolutely. But for the most part, they do everything right. Him and John Lynch. Kansas Kitty. They're in the AFC, so I don't really care that much. But what does Kansas Kitty do? Kansas Kitty does it right. They have sustainability. They're sustainable winners. That's what they are. That's what they do. What did New England do? What did Bill Belichick do? Tom Brady. They were sustainable winners. Now, we can argue who's more responsible for that. But at the end of the day, they were winning games, and they continue to be in the playoffs and made way. The Baltimore Ravens, just right up the road, and I-95. They've been through. These mother brothers were winning. They were winning games with Kyle Bowler at quarterback back in the day. Y'all remember Kyle Bowler? I don't. Kyle Bowler was terrible. Anthony Wright, they were winning with these quarterbacks. They had sustained. They've been known for defense since 1996. And they have very few drop-offs. But you know what? They empowered the right players. Your Ed Reeds, your Ray Lewises. They would kill people on and off the field. Literally. Allegedly. We don't want to get sued. But they get sustainable. Pittsburgh's the same way. Sustainable. Now you have some emerging guys. Cincinnati. What's Cincinnati doing? That's what sustainable winners. That's what we need. I'll go back to the comments. Let's see here. And I'll go show them. I appreciate that, Mr. Cool, again. Can't wait to see Ron's. XL the Truth. What's up? The president and director of the Pam Oliver fan club up in here. Let's see. I bet our defense rating now of 70. If it wasn't already, it should be. Ron is about to cuss people out. And this shows you what kind of bastard Ron Rivera is. These mother brothers ain't even having a damn press conference. We don't see any press conference. Where's the press conference? They got a press conference? I don't see no damn press conference. I don't see one on here. Maybe 69. Good Lord. Who's the new GM? Don't know Dante yet. Don't know. Let's see here. New GM when the season's over with. Eagles talk. Corey has gone over to the dark side. Ownership made these moves, which were the Baltimore Red. Now I ain't gonna know. Hey, silence, girl. You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. Don't you ever say that. Don't you say I done gone over to the dark side. I hate the Eagles. I hate them. I hate them as much as Stephen A. Smith hates his receding hairline. Let's see here. I don't want no Lewis. I don't want no Lewis Riddick. Don't want no TV guy. I'm tired. I don't want no TV guys on here. Go get me somebody that's been in there. Tim actually called in from Tim Sports Talk. He talked about the guy who's been under Howie Roseman for that. I wrote his name down. It was Eric Hollaby. Yeah, Eric Hollaby. Yeah, Kyle Smith. Yeah, maybe you bring Kyle Smith back and let him run the show. I don't know. But it says LOL. Geez, no Riddick. I want somebody that's anonymous. That's right. Bowler. Should have been a bowler, bruh. Media about to give Ron all kinds of hell. They about to. They've been giving him hell, and deservedly so. Let's see. This seems to be 100% coaching. I mentioned before, there's no reason why Tez and Chase should be like this. Yeah, and that could be it too. That definitely could be it. That could be it. Y'all laughing at me. You're laughing at me. Dan, you laughing at me. I hear you, silent out scrap. But yeah, man. Let's see here. Yeah, please. Yeah, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see no more TV guys. Mike Mayock came from TV to James. Yes. Mike Mayock, which he was out there after a while too. And let's see here. Did you see the video of those Philly thugs assaulting a comm commander fan? I have not. I have not seen that. But you know, it don't surprise me. And hey, man, we can throw down too. We can throw down too. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Let's see here. What's up, Charles? Can't get right, Ron. Shaking my head. Who would think would be a good hit coach? You know what? Brian Flores. I maybe if you don't want an offensive guy, and I said I don't want retreads. I'll take a young retread. Who maybe give him another shot. Brian Flores. He would be the only retread I'd want. Ben Johnson, who Tim's talked about, the offense coordinator for the Detroit Lions. You know, maybe you might have Kellen Moore there. If the Eagles offense can get right, maybe you get Brian Johnson, because what do? Get a guy who's been familiar in the division and who's been there with that success over the last couple of years. So there you go. And maybe if you do get the cat from Philadelphia, which Josh Harris is close in that market, I would think him and Jeffrey Lowry know each other very well. Maybe he does pick some from off his tree. All right, what's up, Chris? My favorite Giants fan. How you doing, brother? Look, we about to tank to get a top 5 pick. Washington fans, hold my beer. My boy Chris is wild. Shout out to you and Mrs. P, sir. Hey, I know what it's like to be in a inter-NFC East marriage, so I'm learning that. His wife's is a Washington fan, and you know my wife's a Cowboy fan, and so we came. But good people, one of my favorite Giants fans. And let's see here. Let's see. Go get. Oh, you're a fool for this one. Etc. Get the drunk dude Scott McClure or whatever that Dan Snyder fired. He was in the building. The hell out of this team. He was, man. He did draft Sue Cravens though, man. He did draft Sue Cravens. That's the one thing. He drafted him. So glad I still have them in my Madden franchise. I got both of them too in there. Let's see here. Ken Dorsey. Yeah, Ken Dorsey, Charles, is a good one. I'll get to your comment here in a second. That's not right with the violence of the Commanders fans. Football is supposed to be fun and great, not unorganized violence. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of our team Sunday. We just unorganized violence because every time they go out there and it's like they hit me in the heart every time. When I think they got a chance to win, and I'll give you a sneak peek to Warpath Wednesday pick. I ain't picking us to win. I ain't picking us. I might even pick us to cover. There you go. Let's see here. Breaking news. Let's see here. I would like Buffalo's offensive coordinator to be our new head coach. I think his name, Ken Dorsey. The one thing about Ken is that offense has gone a little stagnant lately. And my boy Brad would probably jump if Ken Dorsey, if Ken Dorsey came and was the head coach there, and maybe I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Have you heard of top GM candidates? I haven't really, man. I haven't heard of any top. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this right now. Commanders. Let's do this. Commanders GM candidates. Dates. Can't spell candidates. So here we go. This is what the 33rd team put out in May about who would be top 24 general manager candidates. Let's see here. Top Adam Peters. Who mentioned Adam Peters here from San Francisco? There you go. He's the assistant general manager with John Lynch out there. Somebody mentioned Adam Peters. I just saw that. Somebody said Adam Peters. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Bradley said it. Bradley said Adam Peters earlier. So he's been there since 2017, and he's helped out. He's been 7 years with the Broncos as an area scout, national scout. He was their assistant director of college scouting, and then finally their director of college scouting. So he knows what it's like to be in the trench. And the year before Lynch and Peters and Coach Kyle Shanahan arrived, the 49ers were 2-14, but we know what happened there. Ian Cunningham of the Chicago Bears right now is one of two personnel people on the list. Andy Wild is the other one. He worked with Ozzie Newsome at the Baltimore Ravens. And then he was also with Philadelphia. He was the director of college scouting in 2017. And he was promoted to the assistant director of player personnel. So that's good right there. I'll take that. Ed Dodds, who's the assistant general manager for the Colts. Widely respected. He's interviewed for 6 GM jobs past 3 years, including the Bears, the Vegas Raiders, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's worked with Chris Ballard. I'm good. I don't want no jackass from no Indianapolis. I'm good. Mike Borgonzi, assistant GM for the Chiefs. Okay. He's been there for 14 years. And last 2, he's been Brett Veach's top lieutenant. And then he's also worked in there with Andy Reid. JoJo Wooden for the Chargers. He interviewed for RGM in RGM position back in 2021. Andy Wild. And here we go. They got some other people, Brandon Brown, Joe Horowitz. So they got some guys here. Interesting enough, did not put the guy from Philadelphia on there. So I take Adam Peters right now. I take Adam Peters. Awesome. Eric Roberts says, Harbaugh for head coach. I'm good. Pass. Hard pass. Hard pass on Jim Harbaugh. Hard pass. Too much baggage. I'm not playing these games. I don't want anybody with any baggage on them. We've had enough baggage for the last almost 30 years. I don't want no more baggage. Sorry. I'm willing to take that risk and pass on Jim Harbaugh. Not saying that he's a bad candidate. I'm not saying he's a bad candidate. I don't want this baggage. This Spygate college level bull crap that he's got going on, that he was the head of. I'm good. I'm cool. We ain't gonna do it. We not gonna. I'm good. No Harbaugh, man. And he's old, so I don't want to deal with somebody damn near 60 again. We got Ron. He's 60. I think, yeah, he's 60 now. So I'm ageist. I'm discriminatory. I want a young guy who is who is a go-getter and can coach these boys up. Let's see here. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Shout out to Alex too for the super chat earlier. Realistically, they will probably promote EB. I don't know, man. I don't know, Spit. I don't know, Spit. Don't know. How fast are compens given to? I think, what is it, like a year after the fact? Is that right? And then Teddy E up in the house. Teddy E, you got to be back here tomorrow night, bro. Travis will be on here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all get y'all's questions in for Travis Thomas as we preview the New England Patriots coming here. And we probably talk a little bit more about these trades also. Shane Waldron, we had him here one time. Did we have Shane Waldron here? I like him, Shane Waldron. Did we have Shane Waldron here? We might have. 44 years old. Not bad. Yeah, he was here. He was a quality control coach back in 2018. That's where I know that name from. But he was with the Rams. Hell, he was with the Rams. He followed Sean McVay out there. He's a tight ends coach, passing game coordinator, and coach, quarterbacks coach. And he was the pass game coordinator. And then for the last 3 years, he has been the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. He was an operations intern and an operations assistant for the Patriots, where he helped them. He won 2 Super Bowls with them there. So yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't be against that. Shane Waldron, I like that. Black Tom Downey says, still winning off the field. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, would you really call it winning off the field? I would say the culture is damn good. More than anything, the culture is damn good. I should have worn my winning off the field shirt. That would have been good. Who else they got? I mean, shoot, you might never know. I mean, Kellen Moore might be a guy for us. I haven't heard much out of Wes Phillips. I mean, Wes Phillips was here. Could go back to him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Brian Callahan, that's another guy you could look out for. Brian Callahan, Cincinnati's offensive coordinator. That's another dude you could look at. As it. But Shane Waldron, I like it. I like that. That's one of the guys that maybe we start looking at their offenses and everything. So now we're gonna start undressing this down, because this is all about Operation 2024. And now I'm gonna look at. I did post up both the trades on the community tabs, and we got some responses. Some fun responses, and I want to look at these again, because our people were mad. Trent went back from being Trent after this trade. I hope Chase finds himself as well. This is Indian Lake, Ohio. And then G-Man 8230 said, was just G-Man. And he says, so we give up Chase and get back basically what will account to be a 4th round pick. We live to get fleeced. I don't necessarily think it's a fleecing. You look at some of the great teams in the NFL, like look at the look at Baltimore. That's what they do. They live in the 4th round. They have 4 picks in the 4th round. the year before last. And they got them some key components there. So I mean, it don't matter where you getting where these picks are getting. It matters if you hit on and you can find the right guy. And then also, this could be fuel maybe to trade up. Maybe you're trying to trade up in the first round, or maybe will you trade back so you accrue more picks later on. Maybe be like Philadelphia, so you have multiple picks in the first round. I don't know, but this is where you start. This is where you begin to build and you pull off the bandage. It sucks, but you got to start somewhere. And I think it's good that we finally starting on our path to get right here. And I'll leave the call line open a little bit longer for y'all. If y'all want to call in, here's the number right at the bottom. It's going right there. See, like right there. It is 661 Warpath. 661 Warpath. You call that in. You call in the number there, and I will definitely have you on here with me with the remaining 5-10 minutes we got left. But yeah, I wish them all the best. I wish I have no ill will against Chase or Montez. I wish we could have got more out of them in developing, and but it is what it is. And read some more comments here. Damn, now I have to watch a Bears game. This is what Jack Black said. Elijah said, "Our good pass rusher, huh? Can we please kick Ron to the curb?" He get Chase for a second as well. That's what Dr. Joe said. And now this is all contended also for Chase that he's got to pass the physical. Let's see here. What's up, South VA Ron? To draft more in the first, we have to get rid of apps. We have to get rid of at their end of rookie contracts. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. And let's see here. Corey says happy for him. Chicago got a lot of cash to give him a nice contract. Chicago would do that too. And I mean, you don't even know if Chicago, if their head coach is going to be back there. He's the defensive guru that was there. And I use the term guru very, very lightly in those situations. But yeah, just to kind of recap here before we wrap this thing up. Let's see. As a Giants fan, he says, "I'm happy to see Chase and Montez not in the NFC East anymore. As a husband of a Commanders fan and a football fan, I hate seeing those two gone." Yes, sir. You give me hope that there's respectable people in the NFC East still. Appreciate that, Chris. Yeah. But yes, tell the missus that I hurt with her. Please do. Yeah, because it sucks, but you never know. He might be back. They might be back in the NFC East next year. We don't know. They could be in Philadelphia. They could be in Dallas. They could be in New York. We don't know. And say, oh man, we're going to be worse next year, getting rid of both of our defensive players. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how you say that, but okay. Free agency comes, you get the draft, you have a new coach, you move on, you see what you can do. Right? That's what you're going to do. I like those third and fourth. Yeah, we got a second and a fourth. So that's good. We got a second and we got a second and third. There you go. You add on there. And let's see. Let's look at what we have now. 2024 Commanders draft. Washington now has 9 draft picks. So we have the first pick, which right now that will be at number 11. A second round pick at 37. We pick at 42, and then 73. So we have 2 picks in the second round and the third round. We have 1 in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. So 9 picks, and this is projected via the Tankathon. Let me see what else we got here. I told my wife that Montez is going to be a game wrecker all season long. Yeah, he'll wreck some games for those Chicago Bears. They hope. I just want to make sure Sam keeps this offense and doesn't have to start all over with a new offense next year. Yeah, that's true. And what does this say to Armand? Is Sam? Do they view Sam as the guy? Their analytics here. We got coming in. Let's see who it is. This is Merrill. What's up, Merrill? Nothing much, brother. Give me 2 seconds and I'll get you on here. Hold on. I gotta change it up. And there we go. Merrill is on here. What's up, Merrill? Tell me what you think, bro.
Man, I think it's a good day for us, man. I mean, if you look at our owner now, he's been busy all day. First this morning, he faced one of his basketball players, James Harden. Now he faced Sweat Young. People need to realize this man all about numbers. If the numbers don't work, he ain't gonna do it.
Right.
That's why he has to do analytics that. So he's all looking at the numbers. Right now, people should want watching the tape because just think, if you get the number one pick, think how much of a haul and draft picks you can get if you trade that number one pick.
Right.
Because I don't think they're gonna draft a quarterback with Sam Howell. I wouldn't. With Josh, I would ride with Sam Howell, especially on his rookie deal. For me, there was no reason to draft a quarterback, especially in the first round. I can wait till the second round and draft somebody like a Jaden, the kid from LSU, Jaden Downing, if I really want to draft a quarterback. But you can get a haul of picks. You can literally control the draft if you end up tanking and getting the number one pick next year.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing. I know people are complaining that Freddie Sweat and Young, but let's just think about it. When we saw Sunday, we didn't see any pressure on Jalen Hurts. He has like a minimum of 4 seconds to throw every time he went back to pass. That's unacceptable with 4 first-round draft picks. Honestly, I'm good with seeing Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Casey Tuhill, and the kid Andre Jones. Let's see what this got in them. This job just became a lot more attractive to GM and to head coaches.
Yeah, so they can put their fingerprints on it, right?
Exactly. They can build a team the way they want to. I don't know what people don't understand. If a new GM and new coach come in, half the roster is going to get changed anyway, regardless whether they traded Chase or Montez or not. That's just what happens. That's the nature of the beast. Josh Harris does not be beholden to any players. The new GM will not be beholden to any players. And the new coach won't be beholden to any players. You can mold the team the way you want and get a quality, consistent winning team. I am so tired of being behind the Cowboys and the Eagles in every department. They're beating us on the front office. That's why they're beating us on the field. Time for us to step up.
Yep.
And I think Josh Harris has us in the right direction. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, Merrill. It's good to hear your voice, brother. Hope you're well. Keep on working hard, man. And I look forward to talking back to you again, bro.
Okay, bro.
All right. Take care of yourself. Merrill Garrett, my guy. Appreciate him coming in and giving us his thoughts on that. So, yeah, he's celebrating. And we got a lot of fans that are doing that. We got a lot of fans that are beside themselves because we like to hold on. We like to hold on to hope and to what could haves and ifs and should haves and wants and maybes and could have beens or might be's and everything. Shout out to Hawk. Thank you for the super chat. If you're Ron Rivera, how you feeling right now? Ron Rivera would probably ask the question, am I allowed to feel? I didn't know I could feel anything here, but I think the writing is on the wall for Ron. I can't reiterate that enough. Super Chef, what's up, man? Thank you again, Hawk, for the super chat. I think they both going to do better. We'll see. But I have a feeling that the replacement is going to do better because they're hungry. Yep. Do you think Kendall Fuller will be back next year? I don't know. I really don't know, Charles. I think that's going to be up to the new GM and whatever coach and whatever defense style they bring in here for them. I think it's going to be up to them to decide that. But the one thing is, GM got to pick the players, and the coach has got to coach those players up. And they got to be collaborative. They have to collaborate. I hate that term, but they've got to collaborate. And one hand can't not know what the other hand is doing. Let's see here. Awesomeness upset. She wants Montez and Chase back. Hey, it's a business. Awesome. I'm sorry. JDR's defense was not DN friendly. Which, you know what? I find it very odd because of the pass rushes that he has had in the past. A la like Javon Miller's, and he had Julius Peppers in Carolina. Granted, I don't think he had good interior defensive linemen in Jacksonville, like John Henderson, but and then he had Mark Stroud too. I think he had Mark Stroud down there too for a little bit. So I don't know, man. But and then I thought Chase was going to be the next guy in the line of these defensive ends, and he worked with Baltimore's. He was the linebackers coach for Ray Lewis, and then when they won the Super Bowl, I guess not. Jack. I guess just Jack got sapped. I wonder if we'll regret moving both, considering we'll have a new defense corner. And I brought that up too, Armand. I said, just to kind of play devil's advocate, is what if you actually gave one or both of these guys a new lease on life? You give one of the cats a long-term deal, and then you also have the guys who you franchise one of them, and then you give them a long-term deal. I mean, we'll find out next year. We'll see when we play them. That's just how it goes. And then, good for them. They get, especially Chase, he gets to go to a functional organization in San Francisco that knows how to win and knows how to build studs. So there you go. He's going to be there. He's going to enjoy it. He's going to go to the playoffs. I'll root. I may actually finally root for San Francisco to actually win something this year with Chase Young on the squad. Let's see here. Hawk TV's laughing. I guess we'll have to go get Charles Mann and William Marshall's back, shaking my damn head. We hold on. No, he's not going to be able to now. He's going to be the most sacked next year for sure. Who's going to be doing sack for Taylor Heineke? Let's see. God, I love hearing women who know football. Who are you talking about? What's up, Rev? How you doing, man? Long time. None of this matters until we change these antiquated coaches. These antiquated coaches, they had the talent and couldn't coach them. Yeah, for sure. I would not ride with Sam Howell if he has to learn another offense, Merrill. Why are we so short-sighted? The real be gone. The system may have held Tez and Chase back. Oh, okay. I got you. Teddy Marty Bancho Uncle. Ayo, LOL. Let's see here. My wife was just saying, I got you. Ron, a dead man walking. He's finishing the NFL. He might be finishing watching. I don't know in the NFL. Let's see here. I believe that the team didn't do enough on the trade. I mean, what could you do at this point? Either you were going. I mean, let's go. Let's look at what JP6 is saying here. I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. Do I wish they could have did more? Absolutely. But you don't wait till the effing trade deadline to get stuff like this done. If you were going to trade somebody and you wanted to get the maximum juice for your squeeze, you trade them a year ahead of time. You trade Montez when really it was technically 2 years ago. If you don't think he's going to be a part of it, then you trade him then when he's not 27, when he's 25 or 26. You trade him then. Same thing with Chase, right? But you couldn't do anything with Chase because he was hurt, and nobody's going to trade for a hurt guy. That's just common sense right there. So I think that, yeah, they could have gotten more for him. But at the end of the day, You don't wait till the last minute. And this is coming from some guy who's the biggest. This is coming from the guy who's the biggest procrastinator in the world, and me. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't disagree with the moves. Just wondering if we're fast tracking to a longer rebuild than we as fans are ready to recognize. That's a fair point, Armand. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, pack a lunch. It's going to take a couple years. It could flip. It could flip on us next year. We might be back in it. The NFL was built for teams like us to rise up. Look at the Giants, right? They flipped everything around in a year, but look how they paid for it. They had a horseshoe stuck up their butt all season long last year, and now the bottom fell out on them. And now they're back to being the Giants. I mean, that could happen with us. We could go in there, win a playoff game, didn't play against somebody who we ain't supposed to be playing against. Y'all look at what the Eagles did, right? Nick Sirianni had them in the play because they had the tools. Then you bring in a young coach. They had the quarterback and Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni could have been, you know what? We can't work with Jalen Hurts. What did he do? He built a system to support Jalen Hurts. Then Howard Roseman and company made some moves to fortify that, right? Maybe that could be Washington. I mean, maybe they could. Maybe Sam Howell is this guy. Maybe Sam Howell is the guy. Maybe you have to get rid of some people. This is what I respect about another thing I respect about Howard Roseman. Howard Roseman is the type of guy who sees a problem headed 2 years before it happens. Carson Wentz, case in point. They knew this wasn't getting better. They knew it. What did they do? They drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round. Everybody's like, what the hell are they doing? I mean, I was like, what the hell are they doing? And now it's like, what the hell are they doing? So, I mean, it works. It works. It can't work. So I don't think the rebuild, like, ain't like the NBA. Like people talking about the Wizards, it's going to take 50. It's going to take like 5 years for the Wizards. It ain't going to. I don't think it'll take that long in the NFL. If you get the right piece, you get some offensive linemen, you build back the secondary, you get some guys who are invested, that are hungry, that want to win, and you go out there and you can get some guys to go out there and ball. Do you think we make the playoffs? No. I would have traded Jacoby Brissett. We lose nothing for him. Maybe they tried to make calls. Nobody wanted to pick up the phone. Okay, good riddance. We play better without them. Rebuild mode. O-line we need. My dad is pissed about the moves because it's the beginning of yet another rebuild. Have we really ask yourself this, y'all. Have we actually ever rebuilt? We've always retooled. Maybe like that 2019 into 2020, we kind of rebuilt. But like, we were already just bad because everybody had gotten old. But you look at the key parts. The offensive line, we really didn't do much with that. We've never really rebuilt. We've just kind of we basically have invested in a remodel. That's all. Not really rebuilding. Not rebuilding. We've had more investment in draft picks that haven't panned out. Hey, you either go further. Hey, you can go as far as you want to, but if you don't have a dance partner, it's just you dancing in the middle looking like a fool. I get it. Let's see here. We're going against Chase. When we play San Francisco, should be interesting. Yeah, Commander, I know. He should have 4 sacks against us that day. We still got to play the 49ers. G is back saying Dookie. Let's see here. In Chase's new system, Sam better buckle up his chin strap against the 49ers. I don't like that we got rid of both. I hear you. This is going to take 5 years to rebuild. Don't know about all that. We can get immediate help, immediate impact left tackle with a second, John Jansen. Yep, that's right. Let's see here. At least we'll have a new name for Shizzle. Who will be the next GM? Don't know. Let's see here. Like it's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Armand. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Why are people upset and keep blaming coaching? It's okay to call a player a bust, and we've seen many in Washington, so y'all should know what a bust looks like, and it's true. Let's see here. See, many a bust in a gentleman's club before. Let's see here. That's it out loud. Yeah, I did. Anyway, GM, new GM. Anyone on Howard Roseman's staff? I heard we were asking a fourth for Jacoby. Cleveland called from what I heard. This needs to be a massive and comprehensive rebuilding process. This team hasn't rebuilt in 24 years. And let's see here. I think Hal is auditioning the rest of the season. He will be him. Today's moves were smart. And this is going to be very bad for us next year. I don't think it'll be very bad for us next year. Now, this is what I say. Next year, you do all this right. Say we wind up 8-9, 9-8 because of it. That's positive. That's positive. We most likely probably going to end up with a top 10 pick. I said this on command this. It was my overreaction. I don't see another win on the schedule. I don't. Maybe the Giants. But we got to get we have to embrace whatever overhaul comes. That's what it is. I know it sucks. I know you don't want to rip the Band-Aid off. It's time for us to go into surgery. It's not time for us to keep on. Look, no more Elmer's glue. No more little Flintstone vitamins for it. We got to go in there. We got to take the hard cold medicine and with some extra codeine on it, and we're going to rock and roll. This is going to be a bad year. This is this year and next year. I don't know. We knew it was coming, y'all. We knew this was coming. Y'all. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be a little revisionist. I'm not telling y'all how to feel, but I'm just saying we knew this was coming. We knew it. This team. They even said Ron Rivera even told us, said, y'all, if this goes on the way it's going on, we're gonna see. We're gonna reassess, and then we'll let you know after Philadelphia. They knew it. The writing was on the damn wall. Hey, what's up, John? And he says, great trades. I don't see Terry John Allen or Deron being moved. Time will tell about Jamin, Cam Curl, etc. I think Cam Curl, they're going to try to re-sign him or they're going to franchise him. I think they thought that he was more valuable than either one of those cats. Yeah. And plus, who doesn't like Greg Curl on Twitter? Everybody likes Greg Curl on Twitter. Shout out, John. See you on Toothpick Show tonight. I'll be on the First String Podcast talking about all this. And we'll figure out who's leaking oil with Oily Carter said. And let's see. I still believe in this team can fix all of the issues. And then Richard Montlich says we should have fired Ron Monday, put EB in interim, and see what he can do. I'll be watching. That's right. Yeah, I know you will, man. I know you will. I'll be me, Pastel Pick, Shady A, and Oily Said Carter. So we're going to have a good time. We are going to have a damn good time on there. And I imagine that we are going to get kind of like the public in betting sometimes. We are going to get hammered by some toothpick questions. I look forward to it. I really do. Let's see. What else we got here before we wrap up? That'll be at 8. I think it's 8 o'clock. Yeah. Really? Yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. We will we'll be ready to GMO Christmas. Anywho, but yeah, y'all make sure if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you like the stream up. We'll talk about it. Proper etiquette. Not sure. Let's see here. Did you see Felix Trammell on Big Show? I hadn't seen it yet. I haven't seen Felix is sharp though, man. I met Felix back in week 1. Very cool dude, very passionate. And he's media, but he is a Commanders fan, no doubt about it. And then what's that? Proper etiquette. And two sharp dudes, him and Doug. Not sure EB is ready, but I'm over on. Well, at this point, just throw him in there. Throw him in the fire. You know what? We will determine. He will determine if he's got the abilities to go out here and be the head coach, either here or somewhere else. I wonder if Chase and Tez both said, if one of us is gone, we're both gone. They have the same agent, which is why Chase normally fetched the third. He wanted out. Yeah, I think he wanted out. And I think that with that too, he knew, and I think some of the performances on the field, he knew that the writing was on the wall. Over the last few weeks, like they knew the writing was on the wall. Now maybe it could be a breath of fresh air. Sometimes you gotta get that stuff out of there. You gotta get those type of people out of your organization. Let's see here. Got us. I hear you, Charles. Appreciate you. Thank you, John. Gotta go lift, man, bro. This is your third, fourth lift of the day, man. I need to. You gonna lift me up? Maybe give me a chicken leg after this, but I don't know. Chase will excel at San Francisco. I hope he does, man. I hope he does. Like, I hope Chase goes out and dominates. I do. I want to see this guy become what I thought he could be, or what I know he could be. I wish it could have been with us, but it ain't with us. And he could be a Jadeveon Clowney, go around, and he could be, or a Yannick Ngakoue and be a hired assassin. He's got potential. He's only 24. Come on now. We built the over the hill gang. We built the A. Yes, indeed. George Allen's got a new book out too, I think. Mike Richmond wrote it. So yeah. But we've been on here a little bit, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on and your thoughts that you gave. And we move on, man. We move on. We gotta get right. The black more appreciate you. And that's still determined that was a lie, but it's all love. G, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate y'all all coming by. Alex Wilson, thank you for the super chat. Eric Barber, Hawk TV, appreciate you as well, brother. Thank y'all for coming on, and y'all make this happen every time. Thanks for the calls that we got. I know Hawk called in, Merrill called in, all hell Chevy called in for us. Who else called in? Yeah, we had all y'all calling, and then Burgundy Fly guys. Well, y'all didn't hear, but that was a good conversation, and I wish I had at least recorded that to have it on here. But anyway, y'all, we move on. We keep that same damn energy, and we got two of our bastards that left us, but we still try to outlast them other bastards, y'all. I love y'all. Until the next time. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Ain't no chicken legs. We got some of that killer. I hear you. Smoke some for Forrest G. Till the next time, y'all. I'm saying Charles 405. See you. Travis Thomas tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Love, peace, and hell. Till the next time. Somebody get my damn theme music. And thank you, Chase. And thank you, Montez, for your service to the Burgundy and Gold. We out.